Camp Wanacraft. Camp Wanacraft came through my Instagram feed as a advertisement, and I decided to join it on a whim. It cost me like $36, I think, to join it, and it included a bunch of printables to use to make my book. It's a junk journal camp, and I'd never done a junk journal before. I'm not really a planner girl, and so I decided to give this a try, and this is what we made during Camp Wanacraft. One of the things she did for Camp Wanacraft is a bunch of live events, and so we had this cute bookmark that we made that had all the live events on it for Camp Wanacraft. And she did a great job giving us lots of time that we could craft along and chat with her and craft with her. Her crafts are about 2 and 3 hours long, but you just craft and while you listen to her and get some ideas. So I quite enjoyed that part of it. Camp Wanacraft has a bunch of lessons in it. One of the lessons they're all video lessons. One of them came to make this really cute clip-in, and that was one of the lessons, and these little stickers came from the printable kit. So that's one of the things that we made. And the other thing I quite enjoyed about it was we got these printables that were what she calls a honey, and a honey looked to me like a vintage maybe a sewing pattern, the girls that would be on sewing patterns in the 60s. And she has a bunch of clip art with these girls, and I kind of fell in love with them. I thought they were really fun, and really fun to kind of do something vintagey. The other thing she does is she uses just simple patterned paper that she cuts in simple shapes to embellish, and I quite liked that too. So this was kind of my first foray into the honeys and junk journaling. Camp Wanacraft had a lot of things we were able to do. She had this really cute camp map where you can go around to different centers and do different things. One of the things she had was cabins where you got to go in and chat with other campers, which was kind of fun. I noticed that a lot of us didn't really chat very much, but we did look at each other's galleries where we could put pictures of what we'd done. And this is her calendar showing just how many live events she had. It was great. There was a lot of things we could do. And I wrote a letter to myself, what I wanted out of camp. I was able to earn these cute little badges, patches like you would in Girl Scouts for camp. And the first thing I started doing was making these inserts. How I started with the insert was I bought the matching paper pads in themes from Michaels. They're pretty cheap. It's a 12 by 12 pad. This one was Palm Springs. And I was able to coordinate things by using the same pad, which made it a lot easier, I think, especially since it was my first time doing it. They had these are all from that pad, and then the honeys that came in our printable kit. And so these were kind of my first dividers. They gave you a lot of places to take notes, and I enjoyed doing that at first. I didn't realize all the different themes you could make a junk journal out of, and I don't know what I'm going to use the junk journal for exactly yet, but I'll come up with something. So you could just make notes as you went through the classes. As I got further on, I didn't do it as much because I was enjoying the actual crafting. So these are some of the more dividers that we made. I thought this was really cute. In the printable kit, you could get these little tabs, and they're the cutest tabs ever. I've redone my whole desk with them because I just think they're so cute. And they taught us how to layer. I did a couple practice sheets, but again, I was enjoying the crafting more. And I was able to learn how to do dividers with these cute little pockets. So that was one of them. And this is about the point in which I started buying more of the honey printables. She's got a ton of them on her shop at the resetgirl.com. And I did one with little pockets so I could keep prompts. These are things that you can make you think that you might want to write on. and they came from this list that she gave, and I kind of started the ones I liked, something I maybe want to write about in my journal. So I did these bookmark dividers as well. Made one of those. It's not my best one, but I enjoyed it anyways. And the point of crafting is just to enjoy yourself. I made another bookmark that listed all the things we did this summer, which was really fun to have. And I tried my hand at doing kind of a 3D one. So you can see it. She's kind of, I used the foam dots to hold her out, so she kind of has a 3D effect on that bookmark. And that was pretty fun. These are more stickers that came directly from the printable sheet that you get when you sign up for camp. Another thing that I started doing was using some old books. This isn't a very old book, but kind of a newer Nancy Drew book that I used to take out the papers and put them in. And this one I did kind of, our back to school is a little early here in Arizona, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about school. This one I really enjoyed because a long time ago when my children were small, I used to do scrapbooks, photo albums, and I had a bunch of leftover stickers and things like that, and I had an opportunity to use them here. This little divider is really cute, and I just got the picture off the internet and printed it. I added a little envelope, and I filled the little envelope with these cute little kind of prompts to put on pages that make you think about things. I thought it was really cute, and they're just here so I can use them whenever I want. There's the other side of that particular divider. And I tried to coordinate colors, as you can see, but I did use a bunch of colors in my journal. I didn't stick with just one. I thought it was more fun for me to play that way, using like older tags. And this was the first time I put the photos around the page so you could like journal around them. That was kind of new for me, and I enjoyed that. This is just a bunch of old stickers and a honey that I had. This one was kind of fun because I made a 3D element. It was the first time I'd done something like this. So this is like a, you can see it, it's like a circle that I made that kind of pops off the page. I thought that was kind of fun, something new that I had never done before. And then this one I used the old die cuts that we used to have, but nowadays you would just print this or cut this from your Cricut machine, which is also what I did with most of the circles you're going to see. I just did pages of circles with my Cricut. This is one of my favorites because, again, I'm using the same paper from the Palm Springs book, and I've used this really cute printed Cricut vinyl right here to make these stickers. So this is the printed Cricut vinyl. If you buy the mystery boxes like I do, this came in one of the mystery boxes, and it's so nice and shiny. I really enjoyed that part of it. Again, I use the same thing. I cut circles out of scrapbook paper and diamonds out of scrapbook paper. These printables came with the camp journal. These ones I added on. I bought, after I got going, I bought another set from the resetgirl.com, the florals. Printed them on some clear stickers paper so that you can see a little bit of what's underneath them, which I quite liked. You can kind of see that here too. And then I used the rest of the sticker page to create my own stickers using a Sharpie, which was really easy and I think it turned out really cute. For this one, I decided to do a flip up, and it's just like a little, I think they call them tip outs in the planner world, but it's just something that gives you another 3D element here. This too is the printed vinyl from Cricut that I made that out of, and these were just some old stickers that I had. They're not very old. This one I printed off the internet, and I just created a cute divider and put a honey like she's riding in the convertible, but she's removable. I thought that was kind of a cute element. And I think I'll do something here. I just don't know what yet, but that was another one of the tip outs. So this is when I'm getting a little more fancy about things. This is where I use the clear sticker paper. I think this looks so nice. You can see it really, really well, how you can see the scrapbook paper under it, and it gives it a different kind of an element. These tags I cut with my Cricut using just the tag, and then I glued on some burlap to the back. I used interfacing and I ironed it on because it worked so well and made it so solid. And I just like that look, the burlap look. And I thought it just kind of went really well. This is another picture from the internet, more flip ups or tip outs, I guess they call them. And I loved this one. I love this Indian. I thought it was really sweet. Made her look like she's looking up at the moon. And I really enjoyed that. I didn't want to do a lot on this. Sometimes it's better when you don't do a lot, when you just kind of keep it simple. I thought it was really pretty. So this is this is one of my favorite dividers, but it's also one of my fails. Because look, as much as I tried, I got it very crooked. But for some reason, I love the way it came together with the dark, and I used my Cricut to cut this out of this is the glitter vinyl, and it's turned out cute. I didn't put it on great. You can kind of see I didn't do a great job of it, but the point is that you play. The point is that you get your crafting going and you have time to actually play with your craft. That's what's important. So this was the other side that I did. I have some more pages that I can do something with. The other thing she introduced us to is these pocket pages. And I really enjoyed doing the pocket pages. You could do photos in them, which I have done, but this one I decided to put the things that I really liked right now. It's kind of fun to go back and see what you liked at certain points in your life. And so obviously I had to put the Reset Girl because I've spent most of my summer doing a lot of this junk journaling with her. Stranger Things season 3, had to go watch that. I came to the party a little late on season 3 because we were where there wasn't any internet when it got released, so I had to be really careful what I looked at. The Expanse is another one of my favorites. I'm kind of a nerdy girl if you can't tell. And then I love the new Vintage Simplicity stuff. I had to get myself a mug immediately. Really, really cute. And I did some pictures of my kids and my nieces and nephew because they came for the summer and I wanted to definitely scrapbook that. The other thing I did, I really enjoyed this. I had been given this little postcard at a church thing and I loved the sentiment. And then I found in my Nancy Drew book this picture of the late girls that are falling out of the canoe. And I thought about how well it goes with the sentiment that sometimes you don't need to look around, you need to look up and you need God's help. And I just love that thought. So I did the whole page around that and I really like the way it turned out. This one I had fun with because I found these Post-its that look like these Hawaiian shirts, which I just thought was so cute. And I used the book pages again. This is just me practicing with the layering and the things that they taught us on layering, and I had a pretty good time with it. Same with this, just, practicing the things that we were doing. This one is, these made me think about how I feel about summer. So they're not personal, it's just the way I feel about summer. So sometimes when you're crafting, you can do that too. You can craft based on the way you feel or kind of that feeling you have, because a lot of us don't have a lot of exciting things going in our lives, so we don't put pictures into things because we think we haven't done anything. So this was kind of how this summer made me feel. And I got all this for free. My daughter had bought some hanging lights, and this was the brochure in it. So I just used it and cut it up. So that's what I did for my junk journal. I really enjoyed Camp Wannacraft. It was really fun. I noticed that a lot of the women really enjoyed getting together for the live events, and I thought that was great. I did join a couple of them, not too many, but did join a couple of them. The camp was really, really, really reasonably priced, and so I would totally recommend it if you want to get together with a group of people and do your own first junk journal. So let me know what you think about it. I'm hoping that while I was doing this flip through, you craft along with me, like you do it, because that's what's important, is that we craft whenever we can. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed your tutorial. You should check us out at craftingismytherapy.com. We've got a huge freebie library, tons and tons of tutorials, downloads, projects you can do that will jumpstart your crafting in all kinds of areas. All you have to do to get access to that library is sign up for our newsletter. When you sign up for our newsletter, check out your first newsletter. It will show you how to join our chat and craft club, which is a really fun way to get some crafty girlfriends that you can do fun crafts together over the internet. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on our channel if you like it. Thanks so much.